Hello everyone, I'm Cristiano and today you will learn how to make lo-fi music. I downloaded very simple loops that you can find on Cymatics, a very interesting kit of loops. After downloading some loops that are this one, okay, so the beats, then I found a melody. As you can see, I'm on GarageBand, a very nice software for Mac, and I used these loops, putting a very analogic effects that you can put thanks to GarageBand, and I also downloaded this one.
Making everything easy.
These vocals are from a video that I found about patient explained by a Buddhist monk. So I picked this video to make this lo-fi song, and then with the software, with an app you can find on Android and I think also on iOS, that is called Vinylizer, I realized by myself this kind of sound.
Factor for
Okay, so the noise that is typical on low fidelity music. And before to start listen to this song that I realized, as I explained in a book I just wrote and that you can find on Amazon, there is in English and is called Lo-Fi Music, the soundtrack of my life. I approach to the explanation of lo-fi music in a very deep way, okay? Not just as an aesthetic way, because lo-fi music evokes a lot of feelings apart of low fidelity. Since 2000, lo-fi music, or better, lo-fi hip-hop music, has been connected to anime cartoons, has become a really new style of music, okay, full of feelings that represents our mood too, okay. In this case, as I also explained in my book, you have in my vision, you have to imagine to make a storytelling, okay, of I don't know, a part of your day, or you wanna share, like in this case, wise teachings, or you can also record your nephew speaking about something, a game. I approach to the concept and the philosophy of lo-fi music, okay, a very nice flow to listen to, but also with feelings, okay. That's why with this song I give the piece of advice in general to be patient, like the title of this video that I downloaded from YouTube, in order to have a very passionate approach to this kind of music. So let's start listening to this song. Okay, we started with
of patience is resilience. So normally in our life,
as you can see, as you listen to in this kind of songs, it's basically it's interesting to start with a melodic line that you next will support with the drums, so with the beats. So in this case, lo-fi noise here that I put in music, and I also equalized these all the loops with the cheap studio time equalization, so very lo-fi. Okay, first voice.
Lesson of patience is resilience.
So we go on flow.
Melody in our life, one of the
So it's a
really important factors
meditative
for
song.
making everything easy, and also
And here in timeline,
kind of like help us that there's some kind of like
you will
inner
see
strength.
something you hear.
Although our life is like
I
a
recorded
motion up and down,
some four sounds
but the patience is really helps our life
from YouTube.
to walk through all this up and down.
And in this part, I added, so I stopped the lo-fi noise in a central balance, and I added the same noise in on the left and on the right, okay? And you will verify this using headphones. So in this case, in the construction of the song,
Walk through all this up and down.
we have a kind of pause, a break,
Life goes up and down, but you can learn from this.
inspirational.
And these ups and downs of life,
And in this phase, we are gonna hear something new.
it may not become obstacle for you. So you practice the patience. So sometimes we give example.
Something
Patience is
new,
like
okay?
water. The water is very flexible and very soft. But also
So it's this is basically the beat, but with the head of these other hats part, okay?
it is very strong.
No beats.
And even the rocks, can
So
cut by
this is the climax
water.
of the explanation.
But the nature is so calm and
Calm.
complex.
Okay.
So patience is like that.
And this is the end of the song that I made. Okay, so basically, you can start downloading from the Sematics a very basic kit of loops. Then you have to use a software. You can, if you have a Mac, GarageBand is perfect, or you can download Acid or Audacity, both for Audacity is both for Mac and PC, and Acid is a fantastic software for PC. Then on a timeline, before you start using loops, okay, you can think about, and you understand better what I mean about the storytelling and the feelings of the emotional mood that lo-fi gives to people. Try to imagine a story, a fable, a little bit of a cut of your life, and you can use also your cell phone with a voice recorder to record some effects that you like. For example, people working, people speaking. So try to catch an interesting soundscape, and then with the basic idea, in this case, I choose the wiseness of Buddhist teachings, I downloaded this video from YouTube. You just have to type video to MP3 on Google, and you can download and transform your video in an audio file, in this case MP3. Then you can make lo-fi noise using Vinylizer, the app that you can find on Android, so on Google Play, but I think also there's something similar or the same on iOS. And then to make this kind realize this kind of noise that is typical, okay, of lo-fi music, low fidelity music. Then you listening to lo-fi music, you can start with very few loops. So start with basic parts to build your song. In this case, like a scheme, you can start with lo-fi and melody, okay? Then the audio file of the thing that you prefer.
Resilience.
So the story starts.
So
Then
normally
we go with the beats.
in our life, one of the
We just follow the flow. Then we add something new like a
our
soundscape.
life is like
So to enlarge the perception of the song, to create a deeper mood with the help of nature. Then you create after this another stuff,
up and
okay?
down, and even though life goes up and down,
And
but
you
can
prepare
learn from this.
something you
And these
added
ups
to
and downs
the
of life
beat.
may
So
not become obstacle for you. So you practice patience.
in this case, has on the
So
left side
sometimes
of our headphones.
we give example. Patience is like
So
water.
the story goes.
The water is very flexible and very strong,
Another pose
and even the rocks,
here,
can cut by
very slow.
water. But
So-
the nature is so calm
This is the final, like a
and
movie.
flexible. So patience is like that.
No nature soundscape. This is the final, okay? I repeat, to create the sound, typical sound, a part of the noise effects with Vinylizer, we did, in this case with GarageBand, I used, as you can see, I use equalization for guitar, even if these are this is a voice, but it's same. You can see all the analogic effects that you can create. That's why you can the voice is so lo-fi and distorted that you can
Making everything easy, and also
okay. The same it's with the beat.
really kind of like
This is with the cheap studio time, so very like a mono effects on the file, and the same you can create with all the others effects. I suggested not only the not all the loops, because it could be not good, bad effects, so very chaotic with too much noise. For example, for this case, this kind of sound that is nature, that I just recorded from YouTube with my cell phone voice recorder. This is with no analogic effects, but it's very natural. It's there is in English, and is called Lo-Fi Music, the soundtrack of my life. I approach to the explanation of lo-fi music in a very deep way, okay? Not just as an aesthetic way, because lo-fi music evokes a lot of feelings apart of low fidelity.
Essence of patience is resilience. So normally in our life, one of the really important factors for making everything easy and also really kind of like help us, that there's some kind of like inner strength. Although our life is like a wave of the ocean, go up and down, but the patience is really helps our life to walk through all this up and down. And even though life goes up and down, but you can learn from there. And these ups and downs of life, it may not become obstacle for you. So if you practice the patience. So sometimes we give example, patience is like water. The water is very flexible and very soft, but also it is very strong. And even the rocks, can cut by water. But the nature is so calm and very flexible. So patience